Greetings. Today I would like to address a comment I received on YouTube regarding my video posting on President Barack Obama's speech marking the 100th anniversary of the NAACP. I had a comment from a user who stated that I should have mentioned that President Barack Obama is the American president. He's not my leader. And that the Black American history is not my history. The user mentioned that I am part of a groundswell of melodramatic worshippers who are following President Barack Obama because of the color of his skin. The user also indicated that people like myself are lining up behind the American president as the first African American to make sure that if I have any personal failures, I can dismiss my own failures and blame it on someone else. The user also indicated that I should move on, get my passport, and just piss off. I'm here to set the record straight in terms of Black history. Alright? First and foremost, I am not an American and I care not to be an American. I've traveled the entire world on a Jamaican passport, the land of my birth. In terms of Black history, there are three stages to the slave trade. Alright? Typically referred to as the transatlantic slave trade or the trade triangle. What the triangle was is that you have the European slave masters who traveled to the west coast of Africa, purchased or captured Africans, and then you had the second stage, which is the Middle Passage, where Africans were taken across the Atlantic to the Americas and the Caribbean. And you have the final stage where the Europeans traveled back home, taking sugarcane and other products back to Europe. All right. My history and Black American history crossed paths during the Middle Passage. All right, and this is where our Black community have been so divided. Right? You know, I listened to President Barack Obama speaking to Anderson Cooper a few nights ago during his trip in Ghana, and one of the things I heard President Obama said is that we should never forget things like the Holocaust. We should never forget the slave trade. Right? When our Jewish friends are speaking about Jews, they do not speak about Jews in America, Jews in Europe, and Jews in the Middle East. They speak as one voice, Jews. Right? So from that perspective, Black American history is in fact a part of my history. And thus, that is where I get an entry point into the debate as to what is happening to my Black brothers and sisters in the United States and everywhere else. You know, we have spoken a lot about the progress that we have made over the years. So today, I can come to North America and I can sit on the same bus with my white friends. I can go to the same schools as the children of my white friends. However, I ask myself a question sometimes. What progress have we made? When I look at the continent of Africa, when I look at my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, when I look at my brothers and sisters in the United States and the rest of North America, what progress have we made in the last 40 to 60 years? Our people occupied prisons. Our people live in poverty. Our people are uneducated. Our people are affected by AIDS and other disease. What progress have we made as a people? It is time for black people to speak with one voice. It is time for black people to be united. We can no longer speak of ourselves as African Americans or black in America and blacks in the Caribbean and blacks in Africa and blacks in Europe. We are the black community. All reference is to the black community. So from this perspective, I hope the user understands that I have no desire to become an American. My Jamaican passport has actually taken me across the entire world. It is through education why I have accomplished what I have accomplished. And that is what I want to pass on to my black brothers and sisters in the United States.